Saturday, January 16th, the Pittsburg State girls women's basketball team hosted Lions of Missouri Southern into John Lance Arena as the girls looked to redeem themselves against last year's nail-biting loss. The Lions starting out the game working around the girls' zone with some ball movement as Drew Clark kicks it out to Deb Holmkopf for the deep 2. On the next Lions possession, Kenya Wilson-Brown drives her way into the lane and Kylie Gaffer gets her hand on the ball, forcing a turnover. Gaffer wasn't done defensively yet. The Lions dump it off to Desiree Burge, but Gaffer protects the paint and records her first of 3 blocks in the game. The girl is pressing the ball up the court as Hayden Herlocker passes the ball out to Gaffer, who misses the jumper. But the ball gets tipped out to Michaela Burgess, who drives into the lane and gives the Gorillas his first lead of the day. Burgess drives to the basket and misses the layup, as Jensen Maydew picks up the rebound and gives it off to Wilson Brown, pressing the tempo and dumping it off to Sheree Jones for the layup, cutting into the Gorillas' lead 2-1. The action is starting to get intense early in the second as Burge finds herself in the thick of trees, kicking it out to Clark, who drains the 3, tying the game up. Herlocker at top of the key drops it out to Gaffer, who tips it right out to Burgess, who drains the 3 ball. The girls holding on to a 3-point lead midway through the second, but that's when the girls went to work and started to extend their lead. Burgess with the crossover attacks the basket and finishes off the glass. Pitt State starts going on terror in the third quarter with a 20-4 run, with the run beginning with a Kathy Brugman 3 ball deep in the corner off a pass from Paige Lumwitz. Shortly later, after a Gaffer block, the action starts going the other way as Lumwitz gives it off to Gaffer, who passes it out to Brugman for her second trifecta of the game. The lead is now 10. The lead will find its way up to 14 as Gaffer with the pump fake gets Maydew to fall for it and Gaffer will finish. With the time winding down in the third, the freshman Shelby Lopez pushes it up to 20 with a triple as she will finish the game with 5 points. With an 18-point advantage in the fourth, girls make a 21-point lead as Burgess gets the string from Gafford and pops it from deep. After shooting 18% in the third quarter, the Lions find its first field goal in over 10 minutes of play as Jones snaps the drought with the layup. But it is the girls from there on, as Herlocker drives and finds a wide-open Burgess, who will make her third trifecta of the game, as the lead will climb up to 24. Late in the game, Paige Imhoff drives to the basket, makes a pretty fake, and finishes the layup with ease, giving the girls its largest lead of the game at 29 points. Pitt State dominates the Lions by the score of 68-45 with the help of a season-high 11 steals. The girls improved to 13-4 on the season and 7-4 in MIAA play. The girls were red hot in the second half as they shoot an outstanding 76.2% from the field.
I think the way games have gone this season for us, we've had a lot of tight games, so there wasn't any letting up from our end. We just felt we had that lead, we weren't giving up that lead, no one was going to take it. That's just our mentality as a team with the games that we've played and the attitude that we have.
4 girls finished in double figures in the game as Burgess led the way with 21, while Gafford, Brugman, and Herlocker each contributed 11 in the win.
We've had our ups and downs this year, but I really thought Kathy and Kylie, our 2 seniors, came to play in the second half. They do a great job at halftime before the coaches even get in there. And I went to make a couple adjustments that the coaches talked about, and they had already made them.
For Pitt State Athletics, I'm David Haag.